morning, came down, we hooked the Bronco up the back of the camper, and we are going to head to the fuel station, and we're heading to Cariboo Bonanza
to the route.
For close to a week, I think. We'll see what happens. Meeting Chandel's
Turn right onto Rowett Avenue. Then turn right onto Young Road.
Fuel up, then that'll calculate the fuel we use to go get the Land Cruiser from Victoria, which is, looks like just over half a tank used. So we'll see what that looks like. Of course, half that drive is floating on the water, so you're not using fuel.
Kilometers.
So yeah, anyway, that's about it. That's what we're getting up to for the weekend. Okay, all fueled up. So to go from Chilliwack to Victoria and back, and the little bit of driving around to the campsite and whatnot when I was there, cost $171 at, what are we for diesel right now? $1.65 a liter, so not terrible. So yeah, that's for the fuel. I don't charge the customers for camping or anything like that, just the fuel and ferry fees in this case,
At the lights.
and probably a jug of DEF fluid, but I don't always worry about that. We'll just, if it's uses lots, which I don't think it used a lot this trip, but anyway. And then the ferry for this trip, or that trip,
Turn left.
was $378.50 each way. So of course that's 54 feet on the ferry, so not sure what it costs for highway trucks to go across, because they're obviously a lot longer. But so yeah, truck, camper, and enclosed trailer is 54 feet, and yeah, so that's what that costs. So the trip, roughly $800 to pick up that vehicle, which I don't think is terrible for the customer. Transport would obviously be a heck of a lot more than that, because you'd have the $800 just in ferry fees, let alone the cost of doing the trip and a hotel, and unless somebody did it in one day, but it'd be a long day. Definitely doable in one day, but you'd have to be super motivated to do that. But anyway, so that's that. So yeah, $171 fuel, just under $800 in ferry fees, and that's that. We're on our way to 100 Mile. See you soon. Coming on the Tank Hill Bridge project. We did stop just this side of Yale and do some drone footage in the canyon down in the water. So that'll be probably before this. I was hoping I'd see some people fishing down there. I figured being a Saturday and a decent weather day that there'd be some people, but didn't see any boats. So flew kind of from the tunnel just outside of Yale up just to the second pull-off roughly, and then back to the first pull-off where we were parked. They definitely have both lanes of traffic flowing. I guess maybe they planned for it being a long weekend. Almost looks like it's connected at both ends, like it's gonna be paved soon. Should go pretty quick from here. Well, they're definitely still working a bit anyway. I thought that was actually a real cop.
Same thing happened to me when I was coming through.
Not until the very last second did I realize that was a cutout.
Yeah, there's one here too.
Oh, coming the other way?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it there on the side.
Yeah, no, there's two on this side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty realistic, like,
yeah, no,
when you're moving.
They did a really good job with it, because now that I see it when I'm looking for it, it looks like the person's super small. But
yeah.
All right, well, that's that. That's the Tank Hill project. It won't be long, and we'll just be driving over it. So see where they get in a week or so when we come back.
She's a good listener. Nice work!
Oh yeah.
17 hours later. That looks good in the sun. Alright, good morning. It is Monday, the 30th of June. We got a little bit of sun yesterday, out fishing and tubing and everything else on the water. I just realized today, other than the shirt I'm wearing that I got from Amy at Badass Garage, all I have is black work shirts. All I ever wear is our company shirts, and I haven't grabbed any white shirts in my new size yet this season, so we're gonna run into town and try and find a couple of shirts that fit that aren't black. And yeah, it's gonna be a hot one today. It's 11 o'clock and it's already 20 degrees.
Yeah, 27 today.
27 is the top. Yeah, hot, high temperature for today, they say. So yeah, gonna rip into town and see what we can find for some t-shirts and get back out here and get back on the water. Everybody, it is July 1st. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just finally getting out on the water. Just gonna get out and meet with Shendel's sister and brother-in-law. They're out with the kids at the tube, and we'll probably hop on with them so Matt can go out on the tube with the kids and I can run their boat. But we figured we'd bring our boat out and anchor up somewhere and be able to do whatever we'd like. So another beautiful day. The weather's been great. The fishing sucked, but the weather's been phenomenal. Rooster tail going with his trimmable nozzle. So yeah, like I always tell everybody, Horse Lake isn't the best lake for anything, but it's good for everything. Whether it's ripping around a jet boat or fishing or just coming into view now as a tournament like wakeboard boat and you know, everything. So there's enough room to do anything. Figured we'd bring the boat and we'd anchor up over there somewhere close to shore, and then we can jump on and off or whatever. So if you guys want to tube over there, then we can hop on with you guys if you want to go on the tube or something. See you over there. Bit of a morning fish. Got clouds rolling in today, so could be a good fishing morning. We'll see. So I'm just gonna get out there and see what we come up with. Try not to wake everybody up leaving the dock here. Entertainment system in the camper decided to turn itself on and load the movie we put in last night at 4 a.m. So been up since then, watched the movie. Old movie called Last House on the Left, I think. It was really good, actually. But anyway, so yeah, probably have to either go to bed early or have a nap a little later. It's been a long morning already. Yesterday I almost lost the drone twice. First I wasn't paying attention to how close we were to shore. I thought because we were on the water I can do loops around the boat, but didn't realize I was up into the trees on the shore. And surprisingly, the drone hit the trees I lost full control of it, and it was flipping around out in the bush, and I thought for sure it was done, and then next thing you know, it's level, sitting there by itself. And flew it back into the boat, got it, and there's a little bit of green on the blades. And then last night I thought it'd be a great idea to throw it up and fly it out when some fireworks are going off. And not realizing that it's going to be really hard to fly it back without being able to see it and see land. So luckily we were able to, I was able to fly it in the horizon of the lake until we were able to flash a light to see the light flashing and then fly it towards us. But yeah, lucky to get that back. All right, well, it's over 20 feet deep, so we can start fishing from here really. So I may as well just kill the main, get the kicker down, and get going here. Thought maybe we'd get into an early bite on kokanee. Not looking like it, but I am seeing some big marks down low. So most likely lake trout. So I'm going to rig up the gear for big lakers. All right, so Marcel from the campground, he's the owner's son-in-law, said they like to run these as slow as they possibly can. You run about 65 feet of water and drop it down about 55 feet. Just working my way back out now. I'm 54 feet and I see a nice mark on the bottom right now. But, yeah, work our way back out. We're almost in 60 feet. I'll probably set this back about 50. Don't need to go too far back. We're going to be fishing that deep. I've got a nice laker here before. I have to look back. I think it was like 7 or 8 pounds. Had 2 tags in it. Still need to send the tags in. Makes sense. 107 on there. And I can also see it on the sounder here. So there we go. We got kokanee on one side and laker gear on the other. Finally had one off. Finally had a decent one on, and it looked like a big fish. I'm not sure if we caught that on camera. It was big enough that it popped the clip by the time I got to it. I tried something a little different there. I went back 80 feet and I only dropped 8 feet on the downrigger, which is only like I was still able to see the clip, because I never thought of it until today. You go down 8 feet, but then the clip is 30 inches, so you're actually just over 6 feet down. So that was right on the surface, especially being 80 feet back, and that was only down for a couple minutes maybe. What I also did is I switched out the gear. I had taken off the other rod that is down deep, the gear that I took off of that rod on this one because it's been sitting out in the sun for a couple hours. So I figured the glow might attract them. Drop that back 80 feet, down 8, and see what happens. Wow, it's been a painfully slow morning. Had that one fish on that we lost, and that's it. Gonna drop another kokanee rod back down and kind of gave up on the lakers for now. Alright, quick update. It is now 10 to 12. Still no more fish. I switched to a fishinator plug on the starboard side, and I switched to leaded line and 200 feet back with the big croc or frog, the monster, I don't know what you can call those. They're not a flat fish, but like a plug basically. Anyway, the one I showed you earlier. So anyway, have that out now. A little heavier rod with the leaded line, and let it out a couple hundred feet. We'll see what that does. Schneider plug is the same plug the derby that I was in a couple weeks ago. The guy got the 17 pounder on, so I know they like them. So let's see what happens anyway. Yeah, no kidding, right? So yeah, finally got one on. But, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we came out here for the long weekend and for this week to hang out with Chandel's family there, and not sure if we're heading back tomorrow or Friday yet. Oh yeah. Getting in, I'm just heading into camp anyway. It was just last minute. They got this fish. I actually unclipped it from the downrigger, and and on the way up from the downrigger, it hooked itself, or got hooked. So, but so is it caught or? No, I got it here. It's about a 16-inch long lake trout. So yeah. This looks like it's been in a fight with another one. It's got a big gash out of the side of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna catch and release it here quickly. So not sure if you wanted to swing by and there he goes. And check out the car. All right, well, that was quite the day. It's already 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna call it. As you've seen, just got that one. Well, I lost a kokanee earlier, and then got this Laker on right at the end. I actually popped the rod up off the downrigger and was just putting things away, and then the phone rang. Kevin had called me. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. He just got back into the country, but anyway, sorry, just cleaning fish off my phone. Yeah, so landed that fish while on the phone with him and had the camera going there, but it looked like maybe there was another Laker, maybe a big Laker or something attacked it. It had a fresh wound in its side, like it was a skin flap peeled back on its side that was fresh. So I'm wondering if a big Laker went at it, if they kind of do like lingcod do, where you have one on and then the big one will go on it too. But anyway, yeah, so just a quick catch and release of the Laker. It's 1 o'clock now. I've been out since 6:30. Gonna head in, get some food going. So anyway, thanks for following along, and we'll see you soon. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon actually, 12:15. Feels like morning, but we're just getting ready to leave Cariboo Bonanza. Gotta get ready for the big show on the island, Deuce Days. So we only have a few more work days before then. We gotta leave. I think the 16th we're leaving. Mm-hmm. So not a lot of time. 34's got to get complete. Carrick's been working on that today already, sending some pictures, so it's coming together. So that's good. So yeah, anyway, get home, see the dogs, and carry on with business. Well, we made it to Cache Creek, to the Desert Hills Ranch taco stand. It was delicious as always. This is the first time we actually stayed and ate here. We normally get it to go because we have the truck and camper and whatnot, but today we figured we'd eat it in-house, and the nachos that I always get were way more than enough for one person, that's for sure. And yeah, they were delicious. So it was super busy, but they redesigned inside the way that they make some of the food. They do the nachos on one side, and the rest is done in the normal kitchen, so that speeds things up really quick, especially if one person's getting nachos and one person's getting tacos like Chandel does. Basically in and out of there real quick, which is nice. Picked up some of their nacho chips as well, since they're really good. And back on the highway. So nothing too exciting going on today. If you've never been to that taco stand, if you're ever traveling through here, definitely worth a stop. Nice and sunny through here. Just about at the Tank Hill project. Alright, looks like it's our turn to get through. You can definitely see from this end a lot more of what needs to be completed yet, as when we came through last, I guess what, Saturday morning? Yeah. Just about a week ago. It looked fairly complete coming from the other way, but this way you can definitely see more work needed yet, but looks like they're just starting to excavate this side to where the road's going to connect and taper down into the highway, existing highway. I think they've had to get pretty close to the train tracks up there to do this. So, oh, you can see the retaining wall right here on the left. Mm-hmm. So yeah, makes sense. They're just chiseling away that wall a little bit. They did have done that anyway. So yeah, just building up the land there to catch this side of the overpass. That cop thing got me again. I was like, why is someone standing there? But then you see it again and it looks like such a tiny person. Funny how well it works. It's probably the longest we've had to wait. Probably
Yeah,
at
that
least
was
a
a
half an
long
hour.
wait.
So yeah, they're just building this, but on the other side now. So it shouldn't be much longer. Be neat if they use this old bit of highway somehow for a rest area or something down there where you can actually like day use or something. Hang out down by the river. But with the train crossing, it might not be very possible. They wouldn't want the risk, I don't think. Well, that's about that. Just back to the boring drive now. So if we see anything, we'll see you then.